Hi, it's Ramsey Dewey with the JX Fight Club in Shanghai, China. And today we have a simple but important question, which is, how do I improve my grip strength? So, I've got good news and bad news for you. The good news is the answer is very simple. We practice holding and squeezing things, particularly heavy things. In other words, lift weights, especially the deadlift, the pull-up, rope climbing. I mean, even something as simple as a curl is going to improve your grip strength. But here's the bad news. It takes a long time. You may or may not have heard the expression old man strength. You heard that before? Old man strength. It's a real thing. Here's what that is. Old man strength is increased tensile strength of the tendons and connective tissue. In other words, that is strength that takes a very long time to accumulate. Years and years and years. You cannot get that strength through steroids or other performance-enhancing drugs. You have to get it, you have to earn that through hard work. It takes a long time. So, you may or may not know this, but the peak levels of human strength happen between the ages of 35 and 50. What? 35 and 50, but all the 35 to 50-year-olds I know are out of shape and fat and weak. Well, that's one of the big downfalls of living in modern civilization. If you live in a big city, we don't have to use our body as much as we would in the wild. But I tell you what, wild humans, untamed humans, humans who live the way that humans are supposed to, which is move and live in your body, exist here, are surprisingly strong, especially as far as the connective tissue goes when they get between the ages of 35 to 50. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll be more flexible or agile or even necessarily more athletic, but the potential for strength is there at that age, specifically because it takes that long for the connective tissue, the tendons, to gain that type of tensile strength. So if you ever see an old man who's really strong, yeah, don't be surprised by that. Now, how do we get that strength? How do we gain that old man strength, especially in the grip? Especially if you're a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athlete and you like to play in the gi, grip strength is so important. Everybody will tell you, oh, it's not about strength, but here's one thing that's very important, grip strength. Grip strength in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is extremely important. If you have weak grips, you're going to have a weak gi game, okay? If you got strong grips, you got an extreme advantage, even if your technique is not up to task, okay? Because the ability to grab that uniform, grab those lapels and pull on it, and grab those sleeves and twist them around and pull on it, and not have your fingers wrenched away and broken and twisted. That's kind of a big deal in the sport of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, again, the answer is simple. Lift weights, climb ropes, do pull-ups, do things that involve grabbing onto something heavy with resistance and squeezing and pulling. But be patient, because it does take a very long time. It's going to take years to develop strong grips. So, be consistent, be patient. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.